Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on Coordinate Geometry Part 5. A special puzzle to warm up the brain cells is on the next slide. The answer will be given at the end. Enjoy. What is the meaning of the following? Good luck with it and see how you go. The midpoint formula. At times, we will be asked to find a point which is the midpoint of two given points. Similarly, we may be given two endpoints of a particular interval. Hence, we may need to find the point which divides this interval into two equal halves. If you are given 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2, the midpoint is as follows. So the midpoint is you take the two x values and you divide by 2. So that gives you the x coordinate of the midpoint. Then you take the two y values and divide by 2, and that gives you the y coordinate of the midpoint. Example 1. Find the midpoint of 4, 6 and 8, 12. So using the midpoint formula we have, we add the two x values together and divide by 2. So we add the 8 and the 4 together, divide by 2. Then we add the two y values together, that is the 6 and the 12, and divide by 2. So that's 12 over 2 is the x coordinate, 18 over 2 is the y coordinate, so the midpoint is 6, 9. So 6, 9 is the midpoint of those 2 points. Example 2 is a little bit different. Consider the 2 points 2, 4 and xy. So that point there and that point there, they are the end points. We don't know this end point. If the midpoint of these 2 points is 5, 8, find the values of x and y. So we know the midpoint and we have to find this end point. Let's see how we do it on the next slide. So the solution. So one of the endpoints is x1, y1, which is 2, 4. The other endpoint is x2, y2, which is xy. And the midpoint is 5, 8. So the x coordinate of the midpoint is 5. There it is there. We obtain that by going 2 plus x on 2. Multiply both sides by 2 to get 10 equals 2 plus x, so x equals 8. So the x coordinate of one of these endpoints, that's the endpoint there, so that x coordinate is 8. Let's find the y coordinate of the endpoint. Now, the y coordinate of the midpoint is 8. See there? So 8 equals 4 plus y on 2. Multiply both sides by 2. 16 equals 4 plus y, so y equals 12. So the y coordinate of the endpoint is 12. Hence, the endpoint itself is the point 8, 12. The distance formula. Consider the 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now the distance between these 2 points is found by using this formula here, which is closely related to Pythagoras' theorem. Here's an example, and we'll see how we use the formula. Find the distance between 2, 4 and 5, 8. So the distance is the difference of the x values squared plus the difference of the y values squared. 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 squared is 9, 8 minus 4 is 4, 4 squared is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25, square root of 25 is 5. So 5 is the distance between those 2 points, 5 units. Example 2. Find the exact distance between 2, 5 and 4, 9. There's x1, y1 and there's x2, y2. We substitute those points into this formula and we arrive here. 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 squared is 4, 9 minus 5 is 4, 4 squared is 16, which is the square root of 20, which is the square root of 4 times the square root of 5, which is 2 the square root of 5. And that is the exact value, so that is the distance between those 2 points there. Here's a quick quiz to help you. Please check through the video at any time. The answer to the puzzle. What is the meaning of the following? No two ways about it. If you look at that pretty carefully, I think you'll get it. It is a little bit tricky, I must admit. Here are the answers to the quick quiz, and the video is at your disposal.